As a firefighter and someone who's chosen a lifetime career in public service, the housing options when I got hired 13 years ago were very limited. A single family home was not an option. I actually ended up renting for a few years until after I found out about an amazing affordable housing program that the county I work for offers. Because of that program, I was able to purchase a modest-sized townhouse that I lived in for 8 years. And it was during this time and because of an affordable housing program that I was able to save enough money to pay for the down payment to purchase the house that I'm in today. Coming to Warrenton has always been in the plan. I'm the last one in my family to come out here, but it all had to do with housing and what I could afford on the salary that I had. Living in that townhouse, I was able to save enough to buy this home, as well as to be able to pay for my advanced education without taking on student loans. And now my 2 little girls are able to grow up in a safe and amazing neighborhood in our beautiful Warrenton. We need to be encouraging relationships between the private and public sector. There are a variety of types of houses that can be built, but more importantly, there are numerous vacant spaces that we can revamp and really make what we already have work to our advantage. We can also be tweaking our zoning laws to allow things such as accessory dwelling units. Say you live on an acre lot and you want to build just a small house in the backyard, personal property rights, you have this place that you can rent out. If you're a retired person, this can provide supplemental income to the homeowner, and it also provides a smaller space for somebody such as a young professional or even another retiree. And because it's a small space, it will not be so expensive. One of the things that makes affordable housing affordable or attainable housing affordable is that it only costs about 30% of your income. That's the line that we're looking for here. So when you're talking about where does the waitress live, where does the firefighter live, think about the salary that those people have and what type of house we in this town should be providing so that they're only spending 30% of their salary to live in those spaces. If we want to support our small businesses, we need to make sure that the people who are there to work and run the sales counter at these businesses are local and living here. The fact is, we have plenty of housing for those who commute, but we've wound up with a gap, the so-called missing middle. We do not have enough housing for our teachers, our firefighters, our police officers. If we want to have a better healthcare system, we need to have a place where nurses can afford to live, our young professionals, and our retirees. They're all being left out of the picture. It's my hope that when I get older and I want to downsize my house, that I have somewhere to go. I don't want to have to leave Warrenton because there's not a small space for me and my husband to live in. And my children, when they get older, I don't want them to have to move away because as a young professional, they don't have anywhere they can afford the rent. I want my family to stay close and stay together. We all live within a few houses of each other. And I hope that we can attain this goal so that way, like myself, all of you have these options. So thank you for listening. And if you want to hear more about my townhouse and the specifics of that program, I'd be delighted to share that with you. But in the meantime, thank you for listening. And I look forward to continue gaining your trust, your support, and your vote.